All right, Peggy Gierhart, you're going back to state with the team. After last year, I'm sure this was the goal to get back. What does it mean to actually do it?
We're super excited. I mean, this is a young team. They're going to have so much fun next week. And, it was a grind out there, but we tried to stay patient one hole at a time, and we got there.
Grace said it was kind of a lonely experience last year going there. At what point after that lonely experience do you think she started to rally the troops and start thinking that maybe they could start a new streak?
I think that we talk a little bit at the beginning of the season about team goals, and then we don't talk about it again after that. So we talked about getting to state, but we had to talk about the path to get to state, and so then we had to focus on each tournament one at a time and try not to get ahead of ourselves. And we knew we could do it, but we had to stay focused. So I think at the beginning of the year, Grace was hoping her team would be with her.
Well, and then she got great performances today. I mean, you get, I think, everything under 95, right? And then you get the great the 88 out of Caitlin. That was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really fun to watch a freshman do that. And she could have gone way lower too. They all could have, but they all did really, really well. It was fun to see the freshmen because it's hard to know how to finish, and you know what you're shooting, and they take 9-hole scores, and you're like, oh my gosh, should I shoot that on the front? Can I maintain it? Can I go lower, or am I going to protect? And so that's all part of the experience, and then they learn how to handle that. So hopefully by next week they'll be seasoned.
Yes. And do you at what point, or do you even talk about goals for next week, given that that is such with Prairie School rebuilding and probably maybe not even being in the field, how do you kind of not put too much pressure on them, but at the same time, encourage them to, reach out and see how high they can go?
I think it's going to be a little bit different philosophy than the past. I think these girls have barely played the course at all, and because we didn't have that invite this year there to have that practice, they have not been out there too much. We've been just so busy, and every practice run they've been focusing on was conference or regionals. We had to play Kashkanang a few times, So I think it's going to be survival as far as what to do on every hole. So hopefully they'll be really focused on every hole, because we can't even think about winning because we got to figure out how to play the golf course.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. Yeah, I love it there.
Awesome. Thank you.